The Morgan silver dollar is one of the most popular collector's coins in America today, and if it wasn't for the introduction of the silver eagle in 1986, it could easily be argued as the most collected coin in American history. But one thing all Morgan dollar collectors learn early on is that vintage figures can be quite misleading. It's something I've taken to calling the mintage mirage phenomenon, because coins with some of the highest mintages in the entire series have ended up being rarer today by population than coins with half or even a third of their mintage. And the coins struck by the US Mint in 1881 are the perfect example of this mintage mirage phenomenon. And it has made all three of these coins modern day collecting secrets because people are just wising up to how rare they really are. Tonight we have the 1881 Philadelphia, New Orleans, and San Francisco Mint Morgan dollars, each in beautiful, uncirculated condition for just $79.95 each. At that price, we are at least $95 less than our nearest competitors' prices for the same stunning, uncirculated silver dollars. The 1881 struck at our mother mint in Philadelphia is item number 905-2327. That's 905-2327. If you want the 1881 from the New Orleans Mint, our nation's only southern mint, that is item number 905-1673. Again, that's 905-1673. Or if you want the 1881 Morgan dollar struck at the Old Granite Lady, literally the finest Morgan dollar in the entire series for its strike quality, that coin is item number 905-1278. It's 905-1278. And as I said before, we are just $79.95 each for these 143-year-old silver dollars that are still in uncirculated condition all these years later. You can give us a call tonight at 1-866-518-5933. Or if you don't feel like using the phone tonight, that's totally fine. You can also head on over to our website. It's abccoins.com. Then once you're there, just click on that search bar you see on the page, and for the 1881 Philadelphia Mint issue, it's 905-2327. If you want the 1881-O, the New Orleans Mint issue, that is 905-1673. Or if you want the 1881-S, the finest known strike in the entire series, it's 905-1278. Whether you grab one, two, or all three, you cannot go wrong with any of these silver dollars, because whether they range from being some of the rarest known today by population or the finest struck in the entire series, each one of these three coins has become a key coin in the series, and collectors are finally realizing how much they need to get their hands on them. But that's enough talking about their popularity. Let's start talking about the numbers in regards to mintage and population. Because in 1881, the Philadelphia Mint would strike 9.1 million total Morgan dollars. That's a high enough mintage for it to rank 14th out of all 28 struck at the Philadelphia Mint, and number 67 out of all 97 coins struck in the entire series. And yes, I said 97. I count the 7 tail feather and 8 tail feather to be two separate coins. Now, despite 9.1 million coins in mintage, there are just 32,844 known in any condition whatsoever today with NGC or PCGS. That means only 1 in every 279 coins struck are still known to exist today, and when you break that down to a percentage, it is less than 1/2 of a single percent. The actual number is 0.35% of the entire mintage is still known to exist today in any condition. This is why this coin costs over $190 in uncirculated condition with our competition. We are more than $110 less than their price at just $79.95. Now let's head down south to New Orleans. That year at the New Orleans Mint, they would strike 5.7 million total coins, which may not sound like that much, but remember, this is the New Orleans Mint, the hand-me-down mint, as it were. All of their dies and presses came used, so they took much more time to strike each coin than the other mints. So 5.7 is actually good enough for it to rank 12th out of all 26 coins in the entire series struck at the New Orleans Mint, and that places it at number 52 out of all 97 in the series as a whole. So despite having just 5.7, it doesn't even break the top 50 in terms of low mintage. Yet despite 5.7 million coins being struck, there are just 49,721 in any condition whatsoever today. That's just 1 in every 115 coins struck, and like the Philadelphia Mint, it is less than 1% of the entire mintage. The actual number is 0.87%. And that's why this coin with our competition costs $189 in uncirculated condition. We are $109 less than their price at just $79.95. And now the final coin in this trio, the one with the highest mintage by far, is the 1881S. They would strike 12.76 million total coins that year at the San Francisco Mint, which is the second highest mintage of all time in the history of the Old Granite Lady in the Morgan Dollar series. It comes in at number 27 out of 28, as I just said, and number 84 out of all 97 Morgan Dollars struck regardless of mint of origin. Yet despite that, there are just 611,518 known today in any condition whatsoever. That's just 1 in every 21 coins struck, or less than 5% of the entire mintage. And that does sound a lot higher than the other two, but you also have to remember the 1881S was one of the few coins that was relatively left unscathed by the massive melt-offs of the Pittman Act in 1918. And that's because its status as the finest known strike in the entire series meant that it was the one more often kept when it came time to choose this roll or another to melt down. That simultaneously is exactly why so many New Orleans coins were destroyed over the years. As a result, even the 1881S, with under 5% of the entire mintage known to exist today, significantly more than the other two coins in this group, it is still $175 with our competition. Because when you get the 81S, you can clearly see it is a strike unlike any other, except maybe for the modern issue uncirculated coins we got in 2021 and 2023. We're $95 less than their price at just $79.95. That means if you bought all three of these coins with us tonight, not only would you get three coins that are some of the most iconic in the entire series today, when you look at their population reports, you're also going to save over $315 versus our competitors' prices for the same uncirculated silver dollars. In fact, if you grabbed all three of these coins with us tonight, you're going to save $90 versus the price of these coins in circulated condition with our competition. Now, the phone lines are very backed up, and I understand why. These are some very popular silver dollars. If you're waiting to speak to one of our operators, do not hang up. We'll get to you as soon as we can. But that being said, we have a lot more coins to show you, so let's see what we have coming up next.